Are you ready for the ultimate property and lifestyle experience? Get ready for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023, coming to 2 exciting locations. Join us in London on the 11th and 12th of November, where leading reputable real estate developers will be waiting to meet you face to face. Be inspired by industry experts as they provide thought-provoking panel discussions and live Q&A sessions. And finally, mark your calendars for the 16th and 17th of December when the expo lands in Accra, Ghana. Experience the vibrant lifestyle and rich culture of Ghana while exploring investment opportunities in the thriving real estate market. Our expo will also feature exhibitors ranging from banking and legal services to estate and property management. Get all the support and information you need under one roof. So whether you're looking to invest, visit or simply explore the world of real estate, the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023 is the place to be. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Book your tickets now via Eventbrite for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023. Dream it, live it. You don't want to miss out.
So, Saudi biometric security bill tap send account. For our Google account and our Apple account no sign in. For email account, Saudi connected tap send. Afe, for fingerprints no connect to email account, no tap send account no. When you quite strong kwa, ebe boa my Apple account buy. Yeah, that's it.
Reminding you that this is the sound of Africa. OT Radio is live and alive. This is the time we open the hands of this. This is the newest version, of course, the greatest time of our moments now. OT Radio has come to stay. Tune in on www.otradiouk.com, and of course we have live activities more coming on politics, sports, social entertainment, and everything that you request. My name is Sanko Fatinan, so I'm going to be part and parcel of it, and of course, OT Radio has come to say this is the sound of Africa. Welcome.
A very good evening and welcome to the show. Time with tap send say to and then so nyame I don't want can ho wodi en ahia e wodwumadie yi so a na adwumako bi adaroma ena ema yetimi e de dwumadie yi ebrel na meka tap send adaroma ema ene mitimi e de dwumadie yi ebrel and nti say wutie wo say one download the tap send app na me can for the amount and there is a bomodia call App Store, Play Store na download the app no now so wet me and I'm so edi ujuma and they say wo call on my Ghana mo e here say ode sika ebikita akọ on my Ghana mo is say ubekwa ko dem conference breeze or consistency sika no exchange rate on the bema no and I know we go PMO e Ghana me do Accra exchange rate no stronko me kodu Kumasi for cry the omate so cry but on tap send account no ubetimi asend sika ubenya a very good rate and download the app ni bi ansa na wako on my Ghana mu and a lot of businesses omo eji mobile money payment and inti ubetimi use tap send accounts na or the payment bra on my Ghana mu and inti say the tap send no ababe sorry travelers companion and it is call on my Ghana mu na unkita wapa wasobe shipa di bomodia na download na onso fa di ujuma okopi mu ewo on my Ghana mu ene Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. Na ne birthday. And from all of us also here at Tap Send, we want to wish all Ghanaians a happy Memorial Day of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Before say me day Tap Send growth lead USA David Kofi Agyekum a short video clip. What other people are saying and said about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Abia, you've heard about him. What can kind about him? Let's hear this short video. Enunechino, beba ni hatu ejumediene so.
Kanwa be kum pem 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 kuma santio kanwa. Kanwa be kum pem 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 kuma santio kanwa. Adwa ba kanwa ya e. Kanwa ya e. Kanwa ya e. Kanwa.
Bawaila muchacho, bawaila sabroso, bawaila señora, señor es morning. Bawaila muchacho, bawaila señorita, oh señorita. Señorita, señora, señorita, baila del monte. Señorita, baila del monte. Et mon pen, la baila sabroso. Señorita, baila del monte. Oh, la baila, rola, señorita baila, el monte, señorita, señorita baila, del monte, la baila, sabroso, señorita baila, del monte, guilla, la baila, vamos, sukisa. Puake, Julege, Echichiake, Nkogbe Blao, Agbeneto way, Nkogbe Blao, Auntie Bide, Nkogbe Blao, Aramai, Nkogbe Blao, Auntie Ode, Nkogbe Blao, Jamile Nona Mefio, Nkogbe Blao.
Nkrumah. All right, was a short video of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the man that we are all celebrating today in Ghana. The birthday. I'm sorry, sending audio nangasa amba, but as at the end of this program, no, I'll play the video again, and we'll hear what other people, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and many things that he did for our beloved country, Ghana. At this point, me call David Kofi Eje Ehonomo na yetie ni ehoma tap sena so ye. Eno na chi no me de Anna and Victoria Agyekum Ebebro. They will tell us something about investing safely in Ghana. David, a very good evening and welcome to the show.
Kwame, good evening. Thank you so much for having me again. Pacho, thank you for making it this evening. Mr. B, I see you have your camera on. Hi, Mr. B. Thank you so much, Mobina. We did a quick update. I mean, last week we spoke about biometrics, and Pacho, when you say you're introducing some people having issues logging in. So Nana Kwame and I have done a great job, and we've done a video walking through showing how we should be able to log in without having issues. And throughout the course of the show, Nana Kwame will show the video, send a baby, auntie and uncle, more issues. No, it will show you how to operate. I also put it in the chat. Send a bit biometrics. When we said biometrics, no, but we had to do it based on regulations. To buy, and that's the first part. Second part, this is it, on which I'm going to touch on this. But you said last week, I see a surprise moment. Mr. David and Superhill. So surprising Ebapa. Sometime next week, no. Instead of say you better train say December, say Christmas promotion, no. It be ever starting October this year. Yeah, trust me bit me. Nanka every week be an apartment for being broke because every week my price started in the month of October. Into because in Kofaka said, yeah, send this cap of years, they don't get anything out of it. Into Nana Kwame and myself and the team are working on putting together a really attractive package starting from the 1st of October to the end of December. And he says, money scanning kosa, and Mr. David, we see it here. We have an association. Why do you seek it? But for scanning coffee this year, and anybody that's on, and around this time, I know that's what I have for the updates, mostly biometrics and getting ready as we enter Q4. And we're also very excited to have our distinguished ladies on the journey from last time, Victoria and Anna, talking about building in Ghana. I know they were here earlier this year, right? They were here early in the year, right now, Kwame.
Latter part of last year, they joined us.
Exactly. They joined us early in the year, so we're happy to have them back. And more important, was it?
Yeah. I think it was around October, November, there about last year.
Yeah, even last year, yeah. And it's good to have them back because Sebi, you took on your team for your CBB of here. And more importantly, we're not gonna let the day go by without talking about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And I like to correct, Nana Kwame is not just for Ghana, he celebrates it all across the world because he ignited the idea of seeking freedom across all of West Africa and even across Africa. So he's instrumental to all cultures, not just, this is pre-Mandela. I'm not saying Mandela didn't know what he did, but Kwame Nkrumah has, he has a permanent imprint on the African and Black culture. So we're happy to celebrate him globally. And that's what I have for the updates. Now, Kwame, let's hurry up and get the people on board. We say,
I know. Quickly, but before that, I think ahead of the show tonight, I had one customer asking me about how she can use TapTapSend to send money to a bank account in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So if you I'll let you go and bring on board Anna. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we're going to go deeper. I said I'm no because we'll have to find it. We're also going to do video because Seven, you'll be honest with me by. So to be able to access in the future. So Oko app so you open it's not about a regular transaction now. What we call add recipient. Oko add recipient, it will give you the option to either bank account, MTN, and those are the obviously it'll go to bank account and they give you the option to add a recipient, maybe a Nipa Bako. And we'll do a video tutorial. You can send it to bank account. They'll be able to say, oh, now Kwame, does it go to ADB? Does it go to these banks? To my knowledge, it goes to almost every bank in Ghana. And do we have banks that we don't operate with at the moment?
Including
every single bank in Ghana.
Yeah,
exactly. Just make sure you get the correct details as in all the details, account number, the person's name. Into Bacho, what save you be nipa ko no phone and say Wafa Kwame. Wafa Kwame is not a name that's registered in the bank account. So please make sure you correct the name properly. Maybe Adini at David Answer, make it David Answer. Send a David Answer will sky into you have to make sure say the account in and you send it directly to them. But we're gonna go now, Kwame. I'm so happy I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. But we're gonna go deeper, explain it thoroughly, some of these simple features. Because we said that means more use and you're having some issues, and we should be able to do our part to make sure we can fix it. So now Kwame is doing a good job in highlighting some of the gaps that we have. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to let the ladies come on, and we're going to have time where we'll have Q&As. We'll go deeper into how we send money through bank accounts and even along biometrics as well.
Thank you very much, David Kofi Eje, for all the updates from TapTapSend. Anna.
No, that's it. Let me get out of the way. It looks like Anna's ready. You know, she has a camera on. She's looking left and right. Let me get out of the way. This is not about me. Let Anna go.
They are already for us. Awesome. That was David Kofi Eje, US Growth Lead, TapTapSend, and the TapTapSend Eddie Ebre. I'll still say, if you are preparing to go for holidays in Ghana, now only TapTapSend accountable is answer it will help you a lot when you are in Ghana. You can use it in Ghana to send money to yourself. It has mobile money payment in Ghana. It's very useful. So please, I will encourage you to download it before you go to Ghana. Right. Tonight, we are so grateful to have Vicky and Anna back on this show talking about investing safely in Ghana. They are from On Point Property Management. They've been with us, so many years, year in, year out. They joined to understand how we will be able to save, invest safely in Ghana, especially when it comes to the property industry in Ghana, and also here in the UK. But recently, I think their UK arm, they will be able to explain to us a bit better. I had a about how well On Point Property is doing here in the UK and in Ghana. But they are going to have an event, their annual event, that is Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo, coming on this November. And this year they are having it in London and also in December. Ghana in December. They are here to tell us a bit more about the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo in London, in Ghana, and also how we can invest safely in Ghana. I was very fortunate enough to be invited to their event London. I visited Ghana in March. So before I bring them on the show, I want us to take a look at the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo launch in Ghana. Producer.
On Point Property Management Limited held a vibrant event to announce the expansion of the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo on March the 30th, 2023. In attendance, the movers and shakers of Ghana's richly diverse property development sector welcomed an evening of business collaborations and power networking. Created in 2017, the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo's mission is to educate, inspire, bridge the gap with the global diaspora, and present viable opportunities within every aspect of the property industry. The event drew over 180 guests, keen to learn more about the free up-and-coming events being held in 3 continents: the US, the UK, and Ghana. The launch began with a private cocktail reception at the Elisa Hotel in the heart of Accra. The night was hosted by award-winning actress, TV presenter, and producer Amike Abebresi. There was an array of live endorsements and speeches from renowned industry organisations. Mr. Yao Achampong Bafor, National President of the Ghana Bar Association. During Mr. Bafor's speech, he was delighted to announce the recent partnership with GPLE and On Point Property Management. clients have access to the panel-selected team of lawyers assisting the diaspora with all legal matters, with special guest speakers from H.E. Harriet Thompson, British High Commissioner to Ghana, Mr. Yao Amwatang of Friye, GIPC, Mr. Ekwesi Abibio, CEO of the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President, and Samuel Amigoibo, the Executive Secretary at the Ghana Real Estate Grader, all collectively supporting the GPLE. Elisa Hotels, 1111 and Locust Estates proudly sponsored the GPLE launch. After an amazing turnout and overwhelmingly positive feedback, On Point Property Management cemented its place as one of the most pioneering property launches in the country, bringing the industry together.
All right, so without wasting much time, to Anna and Victoria, co-founders of On Point Property Management, and they are also the organizers of Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. Vicky and Anna, welcome to the show once again this evening.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you for having us.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. And good evening or good morning to everyone who's listening tonight.
Themselves. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon around the globe.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you maybe, I mean, some of us we've met you, others who haven't met you before. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourselves? Then we zoom into On Point. Then we talk about Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo and why are you encouraging people to invest in Ghana? Yeah. Let's start with Anna. Anna, talk to us.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for that introduction. For those who don't know me, my name is Anna Agyekum. I'm one of the co-founders of On Point Property Management Limited and Ghana Expo. My experience in real estate spans over 23 years. So this year I'll be celebrating 23 years working in real estate. My main focus now is we're property consultants. We have an agency in London, UK. We help high net worths buy property in London. But what we're all probably here interested to listen to is our services in helping the diaspora and international investors invest safely in Ghana. And we have a 365 turnkey service from sourcing the property for you and advising you step by step on how to complete the sale in the good hands, and most importantly, introducing you to reputable real estate developers for you to buy your home in Ghana. I'll talk briefly about the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. It's our 7th year of doing this, and we hold the event annually in London and in Ghana. This year will be our maiden edition, and biannually in the US. I'll hand you over to Victoria.
Thank you, Anna. Hello and welcome to the show, everyone. My name is Victoria Agyekum, and I am also one of the co-founders of On Point Property Management and the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. I have 15 years experience in the property industry, spanning from lettings management into interior furnishing. And again, as just to echo from what Anna said, we run a UK service plus the Ghana side, and we are here tonight to talk about diasporas and those who want to invest in Ghana property this evening.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Can you talk to us about Ghana Property Expo and what people should expect when they come there? When is it happening? Where is it happening? And also, what are some of the developers that we should expect at the event? And why are you encouraging people to invest in Ghana? Let's start with Anna again. Anna.
Okay, so the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo is taking place in London, Chelsea, which will be on Saturday the 11th and Sunday the 12th of November from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. And the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo is a perfect platform for those who want to meet the reputable developers and the whole value chain, including the bank, legal advice, wills and estate planning, finance, everything that you would need to equip you to make that informed decision to invest safely. Now, this happens over 2 days, as well as the exhibitors showcasing the latest developments in Ghana. We'll also have a seminar session, which is with our industry expert panel speakers who will be speaking to the audience, and they'll be able to ask questions, live Q&A there at the expo. And I think especially for people who can't travel frequently to Ghana, it's so fantastic to have everybody in the room under one roof, giving you that important information on how to invest, but also giving those who are there a snapshot of what's available to buy in Ghana, the values, and really who are the reputable developers. Am I going to be safe buying this property? Will the property be built? All of these, you'll be able to get those questions answered. Yes, exactly that. Sorry.
Okay, so can you also tell us why you started this event? Why? Because I mean, comes to event, there is a reason, objective why we do everything. Why this event here in London?
London is a vibrant city. We have a collective of Ghanaian citizens living here in the UK. And London is, again, the capital of UK. It's we decided to do that because everyone can travel into London, and it's just an easy access for everyone to come to. So, again, those in Europe who would like to come, it's easy. We started off the expo because we could see there was a great demand for people wanting to know information of how to buy properties in Ghana safely. And that information wasn't readily available to many. So organically, we were receiving calls from people, oh, you guys are in property. Do you know how to buy a development, someone's development in Ghana? How do we do this safely? So we was getting these questions quite regularly. And we said, look, we need to find out what's going on and how can we make this simpler for many people to buy back home. So Anna and I, some almost 8 years ago, went to Ghana and we went to visit sites, and we could see that there was some amazing developments sitting half empty. And we said, this is not good. How are we going to help these developers, and how are we going to bridge the gap between the diasporas and get them to buy back home? And then that's where it all started. We approached all developers and the reputable ones, and we were basically offering our service to them to say, look, we are here to bridge the gap between you and the diasporas. There's so many keen buyers who want to know your products, your developments, and they just don't know how to reach you. And that's how we organically started the whole expo. Sorry, Anna, did you want to put something else into there?
No, exactly that. You've captured it quite well, that it was to bridge the gap. I think that's the word. We used to hear tales of people buying property through someone they know at church, or going to the Kumasi market when they're buying their kenke, seeing the sign on the wall saying, buy this land, buy this house, and wondering why at the end of it, they couldn't own a home. So we needed to bring structure, really, and also make sure we're signposting people to go in the right way to buy. Because it was really heartbreaking to hear people losing money, working so hard, sending money abroad. Sometimes it's not even the real estate developers, it's their own family, their own friends. So we're saying, no, we need to do things in a proper way. We wouldn't buy property like that in London or in the US. So why are we being so relaxed and changing the approach to buying back at home? And especially those who want to build their own homes, maybe this was the better option to just buy a ready-made home. which will be of quality, of a quality build.
Right. This evening, I've been hearing the word repeatable developers, repeatable developers, repeatable developers. One thing that those living in a diaspora, sometimes we are careful when it comes to property investment in Ghana. How can you assure us that this developers, we can trust them and we can believe their words and trust our savings in their hands, their credit worthiness?
Good question.
Yeah.
We take our time, we dedicate ourselves to go to their sites. We go to these developers, we go and take our snagging lists, we check and inspect the developments they're doing. And before we even put them onto our platforms, we do our own due diligence. 1, are they working with any banks in Ghana? 2, how long have they been developing for? And we also check out their portfolio. We have to get some reviews from buyers before, how do you find their properties, etc. And most importantly, from the sell going, we do guide people from the start to finish when they buy a property. If you come to On Point Property, we will provide that service for you. And, we are back and forth in Ghana very regularly. So we do keep on top of the schedule and we do monitor their works as well.
Yeah, and I think that's also important. It's having people, knowing developers that it's their full-time work. They're committed to being developers. There are the same names. Anyone who's been following the Ghana Property Expo and they look at the developers that come year in, year out, that's a good indication of these developers are serious. They want to meet people and they want to let that trust, really. And it's really important, that word due diligence, research. We're doing that on behalf of yourselves, but we always have to make sure that there is a record. And someone will say, "What do you do if a developer is new?" That's something that's really been a sticking point for us. And if we're not able to satisfy ourselves, we can't let the developer come on our platform, because, as Victoria says, we need to physically see. Our background is also building. So someone will say, "How would you know?" We have done construction. Part of my 23 years of experience, part of it has been in construction. And we've also built in Ghana and realized how difficult it is. And it surprises me when people do want to build, because I ask them the first 3 questions. Are you going to be in Ghana 90% of the build? Do you have any building experience? And how are you going to oversee this development to know that it's being built correctly without experience? So these are the things that we're constantly doing. And once you're a client of us, we're asking you that biggest question, why? Once we know your why, we're able to direct you in the right way and let you meet the right developer as well.
Helping the diaspora to meet the right developers. And let's talk about finance, because it's one key area that people want to know whether there's going to be to buy and pay installment payment plan. Talk to us. How is this arrangement? How can you make this arrangement for us to be able to buy, maybe having a mortgage or buying and paying installment? How does that finance?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. At the moment, so we work with Stanbic Bank, one of our most preferred banks, who provide diaspora mortgages. So the diaspora mortgage is unfortunately only available to Ghanaian diasporas. However, those who are non-Ghanaians, you can still set up a payment plan with the developers during a certain period of time. So yes, as we can see, there's been quite a high inflation with even the UK market of mortgages. So it kind of even makes Ghana's interest rate not so bad when you think about it. But yes, so the mortgages are given to the Ghanaian diaspora as a preferred means of payment.
Yeah, so as Victoria just said, at the moment, financing a property in Ghana, if there's any non-Ghanaians listening on the platform, it can only be done by cash. Every developer will give you a payment plan, and the length of the payment plan will be directed or considered if, for example, you buy a property off plan, i.e. the property hasn't been built and you're buying it off plan, you will have the duration of, say, 2 years or 3 years to pay off the property before it's built. If it's already in construction and just say there's a year or a year and a half left, the developer will give you a payment plan to pay over. If the property is already completed, then you will have to pay the property up front, or you can come to an agreement with the developer before you will hand over the keys. I guess with the diaspora mortgage, depending on your credit score, the bank would lend up to 70% typically of the property price, and then you would have to have percent of the property price to put down as a deposit.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, is key. The key points is they will go by your UK credit scoring system. So we always tell people to make sure your credit scoring is tidy and that you're paying your bills, your credit cards, anything that can affect your credit scoring. Just make sure you're on top of your payments, because that will impact the decision of you getting a mortgage in Ghana.
Absolutely. Okay. That's a very good point.
So finally, I would like to know, I know you deal with so many developers. When it comes to property, it's all about location. Where are some of the locations that you have their projects? Is it across the country, some part of the country? Talk to us when it comes to location.
Okay, location. So I simplify. Those who are not familiar so much with Accra, I simplify it in these terms. Think of London. Think of the high-end areas of your Knightsbridge, Chelsea, to your other ends of the up-and-coming areas in the East Londons, going towards the Kents, etc. And it's the same narrative in Ghana. So your high ends is your cantonments. You've got your airport hills, you've got your Laboni, and those are the key, and airport residentials are your key main areas which are at the premium. If you move further along, you have your East Legons. Then you're moving further down the field, you've got your Medina area, which is leading you to the Atomic Junction area, which is Hacho. You've got the Kwabinya area. And then you've also got the areas that lead you to the Ebri area. So there's a long stretch, and that determines the price of your properties as well.
Yeah, if the more central you are to airport and those prime areas, you will pay a premium. I think Ghana is no different to any city in the world. If you're in New York, if you're in London, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in the center of the town, you will always pay more. An hour away from the town, you will see prices dropping significantly. You will get more for your money. Typically even a studio or 1 bedroom, if it's off plan, you'd get it for about maybe 125 USD, But if you go out of town for an hour drive out, you can get a 3-bedroom house probably for 125 to 150 USD. So as you said, location is so crucial. And I always say to people, look at the economy is what's in your pocket, what is affordable for you, so that investment doesn't become a life drain resource for you, that it's costing you so much. Even you walk into the property, you feel upset because you can't afford it. So I always say start small and then keep going with the investment in Ghana. I think everyone who didn't invest 10 years ago would look at the prices 10 years ago and look now. I mean, today we're celebrating Kwame Nkrumah. When Ghana became independent, look how much the price of land was then, 67 years ago. Fast forward to 2023, no one would have thought even the price of land in Accra would be what it is today. So when people hesitate that, oh, it's not, we shouldn't invest back in Ghana, we shouldn't. The best time to invest was 5 years ago. The second best time to invest is now. You know, if you have a plan and you know that you want to be in Ghana, you want to invest in Ghana, I would just say make sure you plan your finances, because investing is about planning. Make sure you've got the deposit, and whatever you're investing in, you can afford to invest. So it's not impacting your lifestyle, say back in London or in the US. You know that you've got your investment in Ghana, whether it's for rentals or whether it's your second home, it's safe and you're able to afford it and maintain it.
For the Property and Lifestyle Expo is investing safely in Ghana. Why this team? And also tell us a bit more what attendees should expect from this year's event here in London and in Ghana.
Okay, it's going to be an exciting event this year. Lots has happened around. We must thank our lead sponsor, who is Gold Key Properties, our silver sponsor, Val Real Estate, and our bronze Clifton Homes. And these, again, are reputable developers who you can meet in our expo, at our expo. So this year we have, again, it's a great time to come and visit because you can get some exclusive deals from the developers. And, you know, some of them will be launching their new development sites. So they do launch their new exclusive developments at the expo. So it's always a great place to come. And it's not just to buy, you're also going to be fed priceless information you can take away. And the most important thing is 2 days. It's 2 days of getting free advice. You should utilize the days. And again, you meet the developers face to face. So if you cannot get to Ghana, you can come and see them in London at a Pastana Chelsea Bridge Hotel, live in action, to ask whatever question you have and get the deals.
Yeah, and as well as that, you're in luxury surroundings. The networking is phenomenal. People are meeting people. We've had some really great business done just through people meeting at the expo. And as Vicky has highlighted, that, you know, the wealth of information. I've had actually even Ghanaians who are on holiday in London pop in, and they said, we never knew that we could obtain all this information. Sorry, I've just seen a question here. Can we please have the address in the chat? I think Akosio, one of our team members, will put that in the chat for the hotel. Thank you. So it is really a good place. I say, and it's comfortable. There's no pressure. We've had live examples of people who have come to the expo in 2017 when we first launched, and they popped in and they said, we've saved the money now. We're ready to buy. And deals were being done, especially last year, at such a high rate. We were actually quite nervous because it was the first event since COVID. And plus, you know, the world economy was like, oh, what's going on? But once you are focused and you know why you are investing in Ghana, my advice is get on with it. Don't listen to the perfect economy conditions. Don't wait for the wind to blow a certain way. Once you have the means to invest in a property, go ahead and do it. I mean, there's a reason why 90% of millionaires have come from real estate. But it's also for legacy. It's also to know that we in a diaspora own a part of our home, Ghana. So it's quite a prominent day today as we're celebrating Kwame Nkrumah. I think he'll be incredibly proud to see the diaspora and all those with African heritage looking back home. And we have the direct access of being in a pole position that Africa is not a new discovery for us. We know it. So let's be part of it. And let's make this will be the generation that really changes what happens for future generations as well. I think it's a really exciting time for not only Ghana, but for Africa. And why not be part of that? Someone's just asked a very good question. I'm just looking at some of the questions here. Is it possible to get a mortgage or a loan to build your own home rather than purchasing? And the answer is yes. The banks actually give you, individuals, development loans to build your own home in Ghana. So this is all done case by case. They will assess your affordability, make sure that you actually own the land. You know, the bank will be doing the due diligence, making sure the land belongs to you. And yeah, you can actually get finance to purchase. So I hope that answers your question. I think that's Gavin. Thank you.
It looks like people are ready to fire their questions, so I don't want to waste much time. I want to go for a quick ad break. When we come back, since you started this event, I've been with you guys from the Akosia Ofori Ansa also attended this event, made a decision to invest in Ghana, and now she have joined this team. When we come back, I want to hear from Akosia why she took this bold step to invest in Ghana. Then we open the floor for people to ask questions. Let's take ad break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to Akosia, give us a testimony why she decided to invest in Ghana. Then we will take all your questions that you have for Anna and Vicky. Thank you, producer.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover my pimp. Tap send. Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come we busuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Are you ready for the ultimate property and lifestyle experience? Get ready for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023, coming to 2 exciting locations. Join us in London on the 11th and 12th of November, where leading reputable real estate developers will be waiting to meet you face to face. Be inspired by industry experts as they provide thought-provoking panel discussions and live Q&A sessions. And finally, mark your calendars for the 16th and 17th of December when the expo lands in Accra, Ghana. Experience the vibrant lifestyle and rich culture of Ghana while exploring investment opportunities in the thriving real estate market. Our expo will also feature exhibitors ranging from banking and legal services to estate and property management. Get all the support and information you need under one roof. So whether you're looking to invest, visit or simply explore the world of real estate, the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023 is the place to be. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Book your tickets now via Eventbrite for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023. Dream it, live it. You don't want to miss out.
So, Saudi biometric security bill tap send the counter. For our Google account and our Apple account no sign in. For email account, Saudi connected tap send. Afe, for fingerprints no connect to email account no tap send account no. When you coins from kwa, ebe boama ya bo account to buy. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, me mamu wakwa babi mu edo eba time with tap send. With yourself and Nana Kwame Osei too. Live on OT Media. and YouTube. Oko Facebook ahwehwe OT Media TV. Oko YouTuber OT Media TV. Facebook also we are streaming live on Tap Send Ghana Facebook page. And you may many Vicky and Anna Agyekum from Appointment for Anna Yeniomo Edge and Komo about investing safely in Ghana. Omni Atchitri and Komo, how they started from On Point in the UK. Now they venture into Ghana property industry. They are having events coming on the 11th and the 12th of November, Bridge Persona Hotel. Nyame Eyaduma, Yenina Ebeko PM Hobin. Tietun Safre Munina Samombra. Na yeni property, reputable property developers and financial institutions. Boy, amayetimi ato edan ewo Ghana. Yeni omu enshia na yenhwe kwanya. Ebefaso na ya boys hampaso yen kotu yesika engu ewo oman Ghana. I remember years back, Agosia Oforiansa came to this event and she made a decision to invest in Ghana. Agosia, if you are there, can you talk to us? At the end, and inform me where Boao Emma Ultimi at property ewa Ghana, and why have you decided to join the team to help people to invest safely in Ghana? Agosia, if you are there, before I take questions. She's a very shy person, just like me.
No,
let me
to be unmute. Can you unmute Akosia? I think
allow me. Yeah. I think so. Agosia, give me 1 minute. I will allow you to unmute yourself. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, now you can unmute yourself now. Agosia. If you have any other question, you can raise your hands on the Zoom and I'll allow you after Akosia to ask your question. We are listening to you, Akosia.
Hi, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Apologies, I couldn't unmute myself.
Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I said apologies, I couldn't unmute myself.
No worries. All right. So, yes, we want to hear from you. Some years back, you attended Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo and you invest in Ghana, in property in Ghana. I mean, you are somebody you've lived in the UK almost all your life. Why did you decide to invest back in Ghana?
So I actually attended the launch of Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. So that was before the first expo itself. And I was in the process of buying a property in the UK. I attended the launch event and I was kind of intrigued as to how this could happen for me, what properties were available in Ghana. So I took a leap of faith and I started the process with Victoria and Anna with Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo. Lucky for me, about 2 weeks before the first expo, I was in Ghana. So I was able to visit the bank and the property developer that I went with. And to be honest with you, it was an experience. It was exciting. It was thrilling just to know that I have something that I can call my own that belongs to me. And I felt like the UK was also becoming far reach for first-time buyers. So that's why I decided to buy it in Ghana. And obviously being Ghanaian, I felt like it was my kind of, right and obligation to be able to invest back into my homeland. So that was kind of the main reason why I did invest in Ghana.
And after all this experience, when you look back, somebody who is on the call this evening, that, your experience, the investment that you've made in Ghana, what would you tell somebody this evening on the call?
I'll tell everybody to contact Victoria and Anna just to ask any questions that you have. They're always available. I also bought off plan, so it wasn't a case of where my property was already built. So I went through the process from the very, very beginning. I took a mortgage out in Ghana as well. Any issues or questions I had, Anna Victoria stepped in. They explained the process to me and how things would be different in Ghana compared to what I would think it would be compared to the UK or America or anywhere else in the world. I just say take a leap of faith. I mean, as Anna said earlier on, the best time to buy property is now. So you're thinking about it now, why wait? The longer you leave it, the further it's going to be out of reach, the more expensive it's going to be. So start planning now, get your information, sort out your credit rating, have a look, see what's out there, see what's available to you and your needs. And also, as Anna always says, remember your why. So if it's for investing, if it's for family home, just keep that in the back of your mind and just believe in the process.
Thank you very much, Agosia, for joining us this evening as well. Now is the time for you all to ask Vicky and Anna. So let me start with Christiana Danso, then we go to Dalton. Christiana, we want to hear from you. Unmute yourself and ask your question. Hello, Christiana. All right, let's move to Dalton. Or they cannot unmute themselves. I think I've allowed that.
Okay, sorry, it's Dalton here.
All right, cool. We want to hear
Great.
from you.
Well, thank you. So thanks for taking my questions. First, I have two questions. The first question is the last meeting, last conference call we had. I understood from the lawyer that people that are not Ghanaian citizens can only own property for up to 50 years. And my question is, what happens after 50 years? Do you just get the property taken away? Does the government pay you for the property? Or is that not actually the case? That's my first question. Second question is, I know you're a UK-based business. And no, UK is 65 million people, a $3.2 trillion economy. But below, the rest of Europe is a $16 trillion economy. And many of the African diaspora is actually in the North America hemisphere with a $27 trillion economy and over 500 million people. Do you offer any programs in terms of loans to help them? That's my second question. Thanks.
I'll answer them. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I know you might have answer for it or no, but I will say that with regards to the law back next week. So if maybe they don't have the answer today, the lawyer will be back next week to answer those legal aspects when it comes to property investment. But in case you have any idea with regards to foreign ownership in Ghana and the length of time that they can own, if you have any idea, yeah, you can let us know. Otherwise, next week the lawyer will be back again. Anna.
I'll just say as an overview, and obviously the lawyer can go deep dive into it. I mean, no one can buy property in Ghana freehold. It's all done on a leasehold basis. So an actual indigenous Ghanaian or someone with Ghanaian heritage could only have 99 years. And as quite rightly, any foreign investor is 50 years. But there is a constitution in the law that providing none of the lease terms have been broken, you are entitled to have it renewed at a nominal figure. So the solicitor can go more into that. And quite rightly, you actually highlighted some very valuable statistics with figures and with the population of where the African diaspora is. Our services is global. So funny enough, most of our live clients at the moment are from the US. Most of them, I have not physically met them. We do Zooms like how we are now, have one-to-one consultations, and we guide them through the investment process. Some of them have flown into Ghana, and we've arranged all their viewing with the properties, and they've been able to invest. From the finance point of view, again, the limitation is if you are a non-Ghanaian, there are we don't know of any known financial institutions that will loan you money to buy. We always say to property homeowners in the US or in the UK, if you've got equity in your property, the cheapest way to get money is to remortgage or release the equity, and you can then use those cash funds to invest in Ghana. Vicky, I don't know if you have any bits to add to that.
No, you've actually just covered that answer. So that's fine.
Thank you. Dalton, I hope that answers your question.
Great.
Yeah,
Yes.
can I please come in before you go, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Christiana, sorry.
Christiana,
can I talk now?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for answering the question. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, my question is not to buy property or not to, but I mean, somebody who has just started a project, can they help her with a loan to complete it? Or will the bank complete it to build her later or something? Yeah. In Ghana.
Yes, I think yes. So again, it's all done by case. Christiana, if you same way how we can buy a home with a diaspora mortgage, they also do diaspora home loans for building. So even if you started the project, again, the bank will want to value the land, see the condition of the home, and then they will then do the financial assessment to see what you can afford. So that is an option.
Okay. All right. I have another question, but I think it's not about banking, so maybe I'll come in later. Thank you.
No. You can still go ahead and ask. If it's regards
my question is, Papa, please, you people have been helping us so much. I mean, concerning chapter, but this time, I think there is something went wrong with me last Saturday. I even called your number, but I'm still expecting that you people should help me with it because I sent some money and it has been hijacked or something. The person received it all right, but you couldn't retrieve it. So please, can you help me with that?
Yes.
Just last Saturday.
Customer service team will be there. We will be able to assist you. And if say intimi enye bibia enumeria, we will definitely take your details and we continue from there, making sure say baby I'll see can be on Sabeka. So
if you say bibi say to me that I'm not me yare kra because can you move kakra.
Men yare. And every Thursday we are young baby and I said we'll make sure that you get your money into them. When we open the breakout room, go to breakout room 1, our customer service team will look into your account and see how best we will be able to assist you from here.
Yes.
Question.
Go on.
The Abigail.
Yeah.
Me pacho bebre say me join me who went in to me join late. Now pacho me question is say possible say me a minute tap aye juma almost in film yeni move to me ejina manemu I ato feel will fear mame na me teach and kakra sana na mpese mi home.
Sure way there. We are only giving you information. We ain't me acting as we can't give any collateral. But talk to Anna and Vicky, and they will be able to see how best in Ghana, either through a mortgage or payment plan. And Anna, how can Mubit me about such a person?
Abigail, Orlando now.
People tell me Manchester.
Manchester. Okay. Vicky, yen will number.
Okay. Yes, and the number ma Akosia.
Yeah, Akosia. Abigail or Akosia, connect with Akosia. Can you send Abigail a message directly, and then we'll take her details.
Okay, all right. Now let's move on to Ya Ofuri answer. Yeah, I can see your hands up. So if you have a question, go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Anna and Vicky. My question is around payment plans. So can you do payment plans for properties that are already built, or does it have to be for properties that are off plan? And also, is there any flexibility? So for example, if the developer says 2 years, can you extend that if you perhaps don't want to go for a mortgage, or is it usually a fixed term?
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Vicky?
Yes. So you can actually have a payment plan with a developer if the property is completed. What the developer would tend to say
it's not working since last 3 days that I put the addition in it after.
Apologies, my meeting.
Okay.
If you are not talking, please mute yourself so that you don't interrupt with the show. Thank you very much. Yeah, Vicky, you can go ahead.
Okay. Hiya. Yes, you can set up a payment plan for a property that's completed. What usually happens is that the developer would actually ask, maybe possibly if you put a bigger deposit down, and then you will then pay the monthly installments. I know they can do up to about 18 months, some maybe up to 20, but it really down to the individual developer. So yes, you can do payment plans, not just on off-plan properties. Sorry.
Excellent. And will they hold the key until you finish the complete payment in that example? So do you have to complete everything before they'll hand over the key?
Yes, just like in the UK, once you complete on a property sale, on the completion day, legally the keys should be handed over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know where Ya is coming from. Ya want to pay maybe 60%, then get the keys, start using it, and enjoy it like
you can't enjoy before you've done the completed.
Generally, once the property is built, you won't get a duration to pay off.
Nice one. But it's a good question. I mean, thank you very much for that. Yeah. Let's pick Liz. Liz, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good evening. My question is to Anna. Hello. We will come to that later. Please let me ask my question. Anna, you mentioned something like they can give you 99 years lease on a land. Who determines that? Is it general, or is by town by town, or whoever is selling, the chief or whoever is selling the land? Who determines the lease on the land? And if it's not what you're expecting, can you ask them to increase it?
Yeah, no, it's a very good question. So, for example, I'll start with a developer. If a developer has bought the land off the chief or of the government or private family land, whatever is left is what they can sell on to you. So if you've gone to a developer, he's bought land, and at the time of purchase, it was 60 years. It takes the developer 2 years to build. So that's 58 years. The time you sell, there's 3 years have passed the time you purchase. So the developer can only sell on what is left on the land. It's a very good question what you've asked for. If you directly is buying land from a chief or government, it would vary on the chief who you're buying from. It would vary on the government because the papers are already written what's on the land. So the negotiation will be case by case. I wouldn't be able to come any further on that, especially once you go out of Accra. You know, you'll be dealing mainly with the chiefs, those who want to buy in Kumasi. You will find that it's all through negotiation with the chiefs.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Liv.
All right. Let's move on to Nick. Nick, Bacham, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, please. Good evening. My question is,
Good evening.
I have a property and I'm almost done. And I may ask if I can have a loan or I have a bank who can assist to finish the property in Accra. And I'm in Italy. And how the payment plan will be sorted out.
So, Nick, you are of a Ghanaian descent. Your surname. So, again, it is all done case by case. Banks like Stanbic Bank, for example, they do provide home builders loans for individuals. So, again, you would have to go through an application process. It doesn't matter that you're living in where you are. They will check your, as you said, your banking record. Do you keep all your accounts paid? They will check your income and your expenses. They will look at your land in Ghana, value it, and then they'll be able to give you a figure as to how much they can lend you. So your answer is yes, that is a possibility. It's done case by case.
So in this case, do I have to travel to Ghana then?
No, I mean, Nick, you could contact, if you go online and go to Stanbic Bank, they're not the only bank. I'm talking about Stanbic Bank, Republic Bank, or even Access Bank. They have these, it's called, I forgot the name of the scheme. Say that again?
An bridging loan.
Construction.
No, it's like for a diaspora home building loan. So those of you who own the land, it will only work if you own the land and you have the leases. They will check everything. The bank will do their own due diligence. Nick, again, if you want their details, but it can be Stanbic Bank, we can give you an email address and you can email the bank and start the process.
Okay, that will be great because I need it as quickly as possible. Thank you.
I don't know how long the process takes, but it's good to start it as soon as possible.
Bomodiana J on point for the show. You contact them, then they will be able to provide you some contacts. Then you contact them in Ghana. Let's move on to Joseph. Joseph, please unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Hello. My question is, say if I bought a property that is an apartment, it's an apartment block, who will be the person that's responsible for the leasehold or the freehold? Who will be the land owner? I don't know if my question is clear.
So are you talking about if you bought a gated community property?
And it's in a block of apartments.
Yeah.
It's in an apartment block.
Okay, so you want the title deeds, you want to know if the title deeds will be transferred to your name?
What's the question?
No, you want to know if it's going to be in.
Just ask the question. I think my question is not clear.
Hello?
Hello.
No, I think what we wanted to know is we recently come back from Ghana and we stayed in some apartment in East Legon. And I understand that the apartments they were individually owned by different people. So I think what the question he wants to know is if we were to purchase, say, like one 2-bedroom apartment, would we become a leaseholder or a freeholder? I don't know. Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, you'll be a leaseholder. No one is entitled to a freehold in Ghana unless you are a stallholder. So if you're a chief, you own the land. So when you purchase in Ghana, you are a leaseholder.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the developer would have purchased the lease from the freeholder, as Victoria mentioned. It could have been the chief, government land, or private family land. They're the only ownership. And then when the lease is due for renewal, you will be given an opportunity to renew the lease.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Abusan for Vicky ni Anna. Omuti twi pa no mutwi na broken one.
I make up
Me
tree and you.
If you want to ask your question in Chidi, you are welcome. Yeah, just that. And on back at you.
My brother, the cover of food in game, isn't it? Sorry. I don't know what to make
yeah, the best. All right, let's move on to Sylvia. Sylvia, Abina, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Nyami ada mampacho bibi aboko. Ebem se meka tree kakra because meka German na momon tiasie. Inti tree no na metumi aka. Your friend say, na mi bisa se ebem se guy bakwa of refi Italy no obisa the same question. Na momo kire ni se bank na wo Ghana. Na mem kampese minya European banker. Obetumi ni me aye that fair I'm baron. Obetumi ni me negotiate that so obema me loan no. Obes debi o menchire mu mposai. Me fan say bianca European bank obetumi edi loan no ama omo Ghana. No mo di aye adwuma na mame. Na chese me tia na me tia no direct to the bank in Europe. Bibi sawo ho.
Anna, mama, wait, mama,
tree,
Obetumi so aka brofo de na me express me ho na be na problem ma me I understand perfect English, but unfortunately I can't express myself to the point I'm say mekano.
I mean, enka nyina yetie kinyane saka yepe. But bank bi ni ho no ma wokrum ha ono bega jozo be man loan na dia akoye adwuma o Ghana na wentimi antua na oba baji yizika no na afi no okọ Ghana akoton dan emba so sa ebe heading nuanom banks nso e wo Ghana e na omo hwe kwan ombe fa so ombe boa yen yeti amono ne said ye be ya yebetimi invest back home. And so if you want to get any mortgage in Ghana, and I say loan in Ghana, you need to work with a bank in Ghana.
Okay. And your message sempa mo chawara mon send me mail no. Na many omoning commonche. Because they do baby aye what diaspora na ya ho kire because family ni nyina be do ha. To have a responsible person back home no very difficult. And ye nyi nki ebe pesi ebe kofi akotna ho but still ni akaha because of say there was no one back home obetumi ahwe yeti amaye nti no eno na ma mi bisa that question no nti na nya mesremala mon send me mail no na me ni omon kasa na mi hu kwan a me fa so why okay okay.
What's my trouble email address in the chat? And then
I can write it. I'll do that.
And they'll pick up your email and they'll respond. Or if you can take their email as well, it's info@expo.co.uk. And also no send your email at responde na
info@expo.
Ghana Expo.
Also do the On Point Property one. info@ onpointproperty.co.uk.
Mantini ye papo me pamocho.
Yo, what's me share chat box? Of course, yeah, I'll throw your email, info@Ghana Property.
Okay.
Will do. I'll put it in the chat box.
Okay. Okay.
All right, cool. It looks like I said Obi.
Yeah. Okay, me that.
Any question before? What question before Vicky and Anna, and more especially with regards to investing back home, and I say Ghana Expo and property lifestyle. This is the time. Also, so when is the interest owned by the bank at home, please? I don't get this question.
I know. She said, what is the interest rate? So typically, currently, the interest rate is about 12% in Ghana. Typically, most of the diaspora banks will give you between 12 and 12.5%. Edith,
all right,
cool. Edith asked that question. Yeah. So we didn't talk about the bank rate. Yeah. So typically between 12 and 12.5%.
All right, cool. So, Nyame Eya Domwa, Anna, your contact details, your website, your telephone numbers, if somebody want to contact you after the show, to ask more about the upcoming event, or to ask how they'll be able to access finance to buy property in Ghana, then your last where somebody so Anna and Vicky.
Yeah, thank you. So to get hold of us, obviously we do newsletters. I would recommend that you send us an email. Look at the chat box, info@onpointproperty.co.uk. We'll be able to send you information on all what we're doing. We'll also have our website, www.onpointproperty.co.uk. Akosia will put that in the chat. And then for the expo, if you're interested on the expo, it's www.ghanapropertyexpo.com. All the information on the event is there. All the events are free. You're able to register for free and secure your attendance. But once we know you're coming, we're able to give you a goodie bag when you come on arrival. So I think between myself and Victoria and our team, we have two companies. So On Point Property Management, set up as a consultancy company to help those who want to invest in Ghana. We can source the property and give you a step-by-step guide, whether you require finance, legal, and right through to completion. Once your keys are given, then we can relax and step back, because it's not always straightforward, but we always make sure every client that has come to us has made sure they put their home in the end. It may have been delayed, especially with the COVID. Sometimes the developers don't complete on time, but they will always complete the home. And then the expo, as I said, is in London and in Ghana this year. We're excited to be coming to Ghana for the maiden edition. And you'll be able to get all the information plus more firsthand. Please do look at the chat box. I can see Akosia is putting in all our details. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Vicky, what else are we on?
Facebook, okay, Instagram, on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We have our YouTube channel. So you can find us on Point Property TV. And you can see all our previous expos on there and other informative videos that we have done. And I guess those are the main means of contacts. And we would like to also thank again our main gold sponsors, who's Gold Key Properties, our silver sponsor, Val Real Estate, and our bronze, Clifton Homes.
And a special thank you for Tap Tap for having us on. It's always great to be back on here speaking with your audience and providing them with useful insight. And we hope we'll see most of you at the expo. We're always delighted to speak to people. You can come up to us. We're very approachable. We'll definitely say hello. and see what we can do for you.
Thank you also for making time to talk to us on this platform. And we are definitely going to be there. Yeah, we will be there. We will be there.
And can I just say, we are both users of Tap Send. And
yeah,
it's been
brilliant. Been a good connector.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just spending that money. We have, especially for some of our workers in Ghana, whether it's our gardener or, just petty things that you need Tap Send for. And it's just brilliant. You get your statement. I love the statement you give us. It gets emailed to us. And we thought we'll plug in that we're also now customers of Tap.
Awesome. Thank you for using us. And it's been nice having you here once again.
The expo.
Sorry?
When is the expo?
November the 11th and 12th.
Okay. Whereabouts?
Okay, it's at the Chelsea Pastana Bridge Hotel. I can add the flyer onto the chat if you look at
it. Park or Sloane Square.
For Tube.
Yeah.
It's Queenstown Road. So I've just put the flyer up on the chat with all the details on there, or you can visit our website at the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo page that has the full details. You can register to get your free tickets on Eventbrite as well. And it's a 2-day event. So you can maximize your 2 days at the event to ask all questions and get some fantastic deals from the developers who are coming.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anna, for coming, and hopefully we will catch up at the expo on the 11th and 12th of November. Thank you so much.
Take care. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
All your questions. We really enjoyed being on here today.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I'm going for bye. I'm going for a quick ad break.
Nana.
We will be having David Kofi Eje, who will be sitting in the seat to present Tap Send Focus and Africa Room 1. And if you have any issue with your Tap Send, you go to Breakout Room 1. Next week, I'm going to have a lawyer who will be talking to us more to do with your proper when all the legal for buyers to take into account when they want to buy a property in Ghana. I'm going to have a lawyer who will be talking to us about it next week. And the following week, I'll bring one of the financial institutions who can also provide mortgage to those living in the diaspora. So that Bank, Stanbic, or First National Bank. So next 2 weeks, we are going to have a lender who will join us to have more discussion with regards to investing back home in Ghana. So next week is going to be a lawyer, and the following week, we're going to have a financial institution. Thank you. We're going for a quick ad break.
Are you ready for the ultimate property and lifestyle experience?
So, Saudi biometric security bill Tap Send account. For Google account and our Apple account no signing in. For email account, Saudi connected Tap Send. Afe, for fingerprints no connect to email account no Tap Send account no. When you acquire strong qua, ebe boama ya bo account buy. Yeah, that's it.
Are you ready for the ultimate property and lifestyle experience? Get ready for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023, coming to 2 exciting locations. Join us in London on the 11th and 12th of November, where leading reputable real estate developers will be waiting to meet you face to face. Be inspired by industry experts as they provide thought-provoking panel discussions and live Q&A sessions. And finally, mark your calendars for the 16th and 17th of December when the Expo lands in Accra, Ghana. Experience the vibrant lifestyle and rich culture of Ghana while exploring investment opportunities in the thriving real estate market. Our expo will also feature exhibitors ranging from banking and legal services to estate and property management. Get all the support and information you need under one roof. So whether you're looking to invest, visit or simply explore the world of real estate, the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023 is the place to be. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Book your tickets now via Eventbrite for the Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2023. Dream it, live it. You don't want to miss out.
Dream it.
Reminding you that this.
And you don't want to miss out. Okay, so now I'm going to open the breakout room one. Or any issue with your TapTapSend account, Mr. Our customer service team will be happy to assist you in breakout